If you have come in contact with any type of media recently, you've probably heard of Ebola. But what do you really know about Ebola? The largest outbreak of this virus is happening right now, making it a potential threat to our society. On the Disease Control and Prevention website, it states that as of November 4th, there has been 8,168 confirmed cases this year. I have spent some time researching the topic of Ebola, and I've spent many hours reading articles and books based on it. The three aspects that I will be focusing on are about the virus, the symptoms, and prevention of spreading it. The Ebola virus disease is a severe and often fatal illness in humans. Death occurs in 50 to 90% of those diagnosed with it. In Barry and Bonnie Hewitt's book, Ebola, Culture and Politics, it states that as of now, the source of this virus is unclear, but it is thought to have come from fruit bats. Other animals that are thought to transmit it are primates. You contract this virus through contact with their blood or consuming their uncooked meat. Human transmission occurs through human-to-human contact from a bodily fluid, such as saliva, blood, and urine. You cannot contract this virus until the symptoms are apparent. There is no vaccine or treatment at this time. Although there isn't a treatment for the virus itself, you can treat the symptoms as they occur. Often, fluid and oxygen are given to the patients, and other diseases are treated if they occur. The symptoms usually don't occur until 2 to 21 days after coming in contact with an affected person. Symptoms usually include fever, vomiting, stomach and chest pain. On the World Health Organization website, it states that as the virus progresses, the symptoms become more severe. You start to bleed from your eyes, ears, or nose, and internal bleeding also occurs. Although the transmission of this virus is rather easy, there are a few ways to prevent it. On the Mayo Clinic's website, it states that preventing this virus from spreading usually focuses on avoiding contact with the virus. When handling animals that are potentially infected, you should wear gloves and properly cook their meat before consuming. You should also avoid areas that have high rates of this virus occurring and practice proper hygiene. In the book, Novel Strategies for Combating Ebola, written by Halfman, it states that healthcare workers should be fully covered, wear gloves, and their feet should be covered with booties. Their face should be completely covered, and they should wear a respirator. Wilson states in his book, CDC's Guidance on Ebola, that if you have traveled to an area with high rates of this virus, you should be carefully monitored within the next 22 days. The three aspects that I have discussed were about the virus, the symptoms, and the prevention of spreading it. The Ebola virus is a potentially fatal disease and is a very real threat to our society because the highest outbreak is happening right now. Because this virus is easy to contract and is fatal, it's easy to fear. But by learning more about it, such as the transmission, the symptoms, and the prevention of spreading it, we can lessen the fear that has swept across our country.